ranking every single killer in Dead by Daylight from least to most fun. Just don't forget, my list and your list might be a little different, and that's okay. This is probably coming out on Christmas, so if you're seeing this, Merry Christmas. I'm going to be in a Santa hat while we do this. Let's go ahead and start our list. As you can tell, we have our 5 tiers. We go from uber fun to fun-ish to sometimes fun, rarely fun, and literal snooze fest gameplay boo gross. Before we begin, I just want to say this is like an overall ranking from least to worst fun, so it's just like playing as and against, and yeah. Now let's start. First up, Freddy. Dreadful to play against, not fun to play as. I don't like his power. I don't like the Dream World. Dude, old Dream World where you used to not be able to get a hit unless you sucked a survivor into Dream World. Horrible. But anyway, literal snooze fest gameplay boo gross. My least favorite killer in Dead by Daylight. Horrible. Next up, without a freaking doubt, Doctor. There we go. Couldn't find him. Shock at pallet. Hope they don't throw it. Shock pallet. Static blast all the way around the world. I'm not a very big fan. I don't mind playing against him per se, but I think my hatred for playing as him, just no appeal, so I think that puts him in literal snooze fest gameplay boo gross. I'll be honest, I just don't find him fun overall, and it seems like I get to play him a lot, and then you go screen builds and things like that. It's just not fun in my opinion. I just don't find it to be a very good time. Next up though, literal boo gross. The last one for this tier is Trickster. He got a lot of love for a PTB, then reverted, and then some extra TLC with this last update patch, whatever. And it's just not engaging. With Hunter's Hatchets, you're able to get rewarded, or at least it feels like a reward to hit a Hunter's Hatchet, but that's just not it with Trickster. And then playing as him, it is so dreadful, dude. I absolutely hate playing against him. It's actually bananas how much I hate it. Anyway, Knight. Next up, we'll go rarely fun. I don't think he's very fun to play as. Definitely not that fun to play against. While I kind of put him in rarely fun instead of literal snooze fest, because his cosmetics, in my opinion, are the best in the game. I used to think that about Doctor, but I think Knight has so much potential for years to come, and then what he already has for his base, his Prestige 3, and then any cosmetic going forward that he's gotten or will get is just fantastic. I think place your Knight at a loop or at a jungle gym, survivor hold W for both sides, in my opinion, is not that fun. Yeah, I think it's really just that simple. I think next up's gonna be Hag. Old Hag, for some reason, I used to really enjoy, in just old Dead by Daylight, but now it's not very engaging to me. I do like doing a stealth play style. You get your distance increase add-on. You get where the survivors don't get alerted when they trigger a trap. That could be fun, just not that great. And I hate playing against Hag. I hate playing against Hag. For one, if you see my channel at all, I jump so hard all the time at anything. Even in this snowman winter event, every scary snowman I jump at every time, and Hag does that to me. I don't think it's very fun. Yeah, I just think it's not a very good time. Next up, and I'll be honest, it's Wesker. I don't find him very fun to play as, for whatever reason. I don't really know. I just don't find him very fun to play as. And I would put him in sometimes fun, but playing against him as Survivor, he's been out for however long now, and I still have not been able to figure out how to be good against a Wesker. And you play against him so much because he's so well balanced. In all honesty, he's a well balanced killer. But when I play Survivor, if I play 5 games, 2 or 3 of them are gonna be a Wesker. It's really just that simple. And yeah, I hate playing against him as Survivor. I suck against him as Survivor, so there is some reasoning behind it. I'm not good against Wesker. And then playing as Wesker, just never really had an appeal. He was fun, when he first came out, but that was pretty much it. Next up, I will gladly put down... Ooh, this is a tough one. I'll do Artist. And I'll actually put Artist... No, I'll put Artist in front of Wesker. You don't see her as often, and when I play her, I do have fun, like I said, rarely, and it's rarely fun because I rarely play Artist. When I'm looking through the killer roster, I never look for Artist for whatever reason. Now, when I do play her, it seems like it can be fun. You rarely ever play against artists, when you do, you know, it's the simple, or it's the lethal pursuer maybe at the beginning, or just in general, you're proxying gens with your ravens. I say proxy, but you're just sending them across the map to get the info. You see the crow, and then, you know, it's just all that, and it's just not that fun. And then, especially since you never see an artist, being able to figure out how to play against them is impossible. I haven't figured it out. I think that fits in the rarely fun category. Next up, is there any other rarely fun? To be honest, yes, actually, Legion. I think he's better. I think Legion's better than anybody else in the rarely fun, for the simple fact of you don't see him as often, and the hit and run play style is not that bad, in my personal opinion. I used to like playing a Legion a lot, but for some whatever reason just kind of fell off. I do like his add-ons a lot. That's something I really enjoy. It's kind of like with Wesker's add-ons. I enjoy his add-ons, but anyway, his power can feel egregious, especially when you're playing against Sloppy and you're playing, you know, you're playing against all these horrible, you know, heal regression perks and slowdown perks, and it can feel rough. But if you just go against, and that's where you kind of go rarely fun, because if you go against just a normal build Legion, it can actually you can have some fun against a Legion, and then stunning a Legion whenever they're in their power to get them out of their power, no better feeling, seriously. So I think that'll be really fun. I think that's for both sides. I'm not going to play Legion, but if I play against them, I could have fun. We're gonna actually put one. We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna kind of jump the gun here. We're gonna go to a fun-ish. So uber fun is obviously you're just always having fun. Fun-ish sounds not that good, but I couldn't think of something else. But it's, you know, you're having fun 8 times out of 10. You know what I mean? It's not sometimes fun, it's fun-ish. Singularity. I have fun with Singularity pretty much every time, and it's a different type of fun. Because if I use Wraith, I can just turn off my brain and have fun that way. And I think Singularity, you have fun in a different way that, for the most part, the Dead by Daylight roster just doesn't offer you. I think that you're able to have such a fun time using your brain, trying to outmaneuver. Sure, it can be frustrating sometimes, but even if you say don't win the match, if you have some of the big brain plays that Singularity can offer, that feels rewarding if you're not going obviously for a 4K, because sometimes you're just not going to win. It's that simple. But the feeling of having the ability to outgame and outmine, outmaneuver with so many options with Singularity is just great. I enjoy playing against Singularity. I still do. I love his add-ons, and I just think he's a fun killer in my opinion. I really just enjoy the Singularity. It's 8.5 out of 10. But anyway, we'll go back to our regularly scheduled broadcast. We'll go Nurse next. I wasn't sure if I was going to do sometimes fun or rarely fun. It's not letting me put her in front of the Laquan. Okay. You know, what can you say? When you get a bad nurse, like a baby nurse, it can be a lot of fun. But obviously that's just you bullying a new player. Playing as nurse can be fun. No, we're going to keep it a rarely fun, because I think the survivor aspect of going against a nurse is so much worse than having fun as nurse, because getting dominated by a nurse, man, there's no worse feeling. Well, playing as Freddy, I guess that would be the worst feeling. But Nurse is just, dude, you know, it's crazy that you can't break her character without obviously just completely fixing her. And fixing her would break her character. So it's like, it's just tough, you know, but rarely fun. I think that will cap off our rarely fun. You know what? No. We're going to actually put one more in the rarely fun, and it's going to be right after Nurse. I don't find Sadako quite that fun, to be honest, to play as or against, especially, you know, you're trying to do condemn style, you're just teleporting, hit and run, and downing and slugging, and that's for and against her. It's just not a lot of fun. It's a little tough, and yeah, there's not too much on that. I do enjoy her power, and I really like when you hit someone and the little symbol thing comes up. I think that's awesome. Sadako, the Ring, whatever the movies, always terrified me, and I'll never watch it, but I have seen it technically if you want to count Scary Movie. Is that 2, 3, whichever one that is. But anyway, yeah, so there you go, right after Nurse. Next up, and I think this is gonna be a little weird, especially since you just came up, but I think Chucky's gonna be here. I thought I was done with rarely fun, but it's not. I don't know about you guys, but Chucky has been a hard tunnel through and through every time I play him. Right, like at the beginning of the game, I'm getting hard tunneled by Chucky's. And I know that's not necessarily killer, that's player aspect, that's the issue there, but dude, I cannot stand Chucky players at the moment. And playing as him, it feels, I don't know, it's weird because I really enjoyed him, and I even enjoyed him at launch, but like there's no kill expression, because if you try to express or skill progression, skill expression, that was tough to say. I just feel like if you try to do it, you are punished heavily. So you might as well just scamper underneath the pallet, take an M1, and just do that. And it just kind of sucks because obviously everybody's going to have that same mentality. I think the third person is awesome. I still have fun playing as him occasionally. That's where I would put him in sometimes fun. It's just right now, the hard tunnels, the lack of skill expression, and just general, dude, the tunneling is just tough. I think that's literally where it puts me at, is the rarely fun. So yeah, new killer in rarely fun. Very unfortunate heading into the new year, but hey, you know, it's a new year, things can change. So, and I'm actually gonna put one more here. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's just the way I've been feeling lately, and I think Xenomorph is going here also. I know it's a lot of these new killers. I feel like there's, again, no skill expression. You can obviously get certain hits with your tail and things like that, but I feel like whenever they nerfed or fixed, whatever they want to call it, or you want to call it, the tail wipe down, the drag down attack over obstacles, I feel like that's where his skill expression kind of went out the window. And in general, I just have a tough time. If I'm going to win matches, I have a tough time winning matches with Xenomorph for whatever reason. Playing as him is dreadful. I just don't find it fun. And yeah, these new killers have been missing. Singularity's still up top, gang. And it's just, I don't know. It's just a little weird. I think his getting taken out of your power by a turret is so demoralizing. And there's just turrets everywhere, it seems. And then, like, say you when you go to hit a turret and it just your tail attack misses the turret, so then you have your tail attack progress, or whatever you want to call it, to you're waiting. It's your cooldown. You're waiting to be able to move at max speed, and then you get burnt completely from the turret. Then you have to wait like literally like 3.5 seconds, it feels, just to hit the turret to knock it out. It's just, Xenomorph has not been feeling fun lately, which is unfortunate. Yeah. All right, and I think that is where we end off the rarely fun. I think coming up next, we're going to be going into the sometimes fun. We'll just make our way back up. I just wanted to put Singularity in the funnest right off the rip, just kind of break it up a little bit. But next, I am comfortably putting Death Slinger. I'm fine with that. I think that it brings a Call of Duty aspect that I kind of enjoy. I don't mind playing against them. It's really just that simple. You have a gun, you get to shoot it. It's kind of cool. And I don't really have too much to add to that. I think next, by far, is going to be Spirit. Playing as and against can be fun. Can be, okay? The thing is, it's like when you get a really nasty build and you're going against the Spirit, it's tough. But being able to out mind game a Spirit or out mind game survivors with Spirit is a lot of fun, and it feels great. So and you know, with the hearing directions and the bumping and just everything that goes into Spirit, I think she can be sometimes fun. I think that's fine, middle of the pack. I'm not going to choose her all the time. And plus I really like the sound that her sword makes whenever she hits a survivor. I don't know why. I enjoy it a lot. So yeah. Next, I think, again, without a doubt, I think I'm going to put Clown. I think Clown can be oppressing as hell playing against, but I actually do have a lot of fun playing as Clown. I think that's where it's going to kind of balance it out, put him in sometimes fun. Again, nasty build Clown, save the best for last, Jolt, Pain Res or Pain Pop, and then like Corrupt, maybe now Rapid Brutality or Coup, and then you're running your invigorated add-ons. It can feel oppressive. That being said, you can be the oppressor and use those same things, and it's a lot of fun, I'll be honest. So, and plus, Furtive Chase Clown is a lot of fun with his invigorated add-ons. So, yeah, I think it's just kind of in the middle of the pack. I think his power is a lot of fun, can be fun anyway, and also suck at the same time going against. And plus, a lot of people have a issue with like motion sickness and stuff with him, which I don't. So, yeah. Next, I'm down for Nemesis. Don't play him a lot. don't play him. Don't play against him a lot either. I think he can be fun to play as. Very rare. I'm not very good with tentacles, so it can get frustrating. And then playing against him, he's not a killer I go against often, so I don't mind going against him. I will say his punching is awesome. The sound effect that it makes is also awesome. And I think he just kind of sits there and floats there, and I'm okay with that. I think next, we're going to go Trapper. I'm okay with putting Trapper in Sometimes Fun because he can sometimes be fun to play as. But man, whenever you get that SWF or you just get those builds or you're just not getting good traps or whatever the case may be, it can feel so miserable playing as Trapper. But it can have so many good rewarding like traps, like you trap Survivor, etc. Playing against him, I think it can be fun. I might be the worst person to play against a Trapper. Like if you could pull my statistics against just Trapper, I would probably statistically be the worst Survivor against a Trapper of all time. Not joking. I can't see very well in this game. My eyes don't work well when things are dark. So being able to see traps, which obviously they're supposed to be hard to see, but like I can't see them ever, dude. Like literally ever. So it's just a little tough. But you know, middle of the pack. I think that's fair. Next up, I don't mind putting here at all, Scully. I think the Skull Merchant hate ever since her rework is unwarranted, in my opinion. Was she horrible on launch? Absolutely. Was it miserable for months? Yes. Did she evolve the 3-gen meta? Absolutely. But now I think she is in a great state. Every time I play Skull Merchant, I maybe not you, but me, have a blast. I think it's a lot of fun. I really do. Playing as her, I also have a lot of fun. I'm not going to say that I'm the reason, but she had a build at one point where you could be infinitely stealth, constantly with certain add-ons, constantly popping drones that have stealth consistently throughout the map, recalling and popping drones. And that video kind of not blew up, but it did okay for, you know, my channel aspect. And, oh, Bills just scored. Sorry, watching Saturday Night Football. And they nerfed it, which sucks. I'll be honest. Infinite Stealth Scully, that probably would have been one of my top 5 to 10 like go-to killer builds just to like throw on, hop on Infinite Stealth Skull Merchant. I would have played it. I'm just going to put in Sometimes Fun because sometimes playing against Skull Merchants, again, a lot of this comes down to the player, not the killer, how certain people play the killer. It can be brutal. I'll be honest, man. So it just depends really, but I've been coming across a lot of fun Skull Merchants. I try to play Skull Merchant in a fun way, and yeah, I'm comfortable putting her there right in front of Trapper. Next up, Pig. I love me some Pig. I love me some Amanda. I think it's because you don't see him often. Playing against a good Pig can be fun, and playing against a bad Pig can also be fun. Playing as Pig, getting its dashes and just crouching around the map, it's in my opinion, it's a good, sometimes fun killer to play as and against. There's nothing crazy about her. If you like Saw, there you go. I don't even like horror. Okay, I'm out of my element playing this game. But anyway, yeah, I think sitting there right in front of Skull Merchant because you don't play her often. I mean, obviously, you know, screen build, trap builds. I think they got nerfed recently. I can't remember. Like, obviously, it can get rough, but you know, that's not the point. Point is, I find her pretty fun to play as and pretty fun to play against. Plus, getting a trap kill, dude, it's so rewarding. All right, next up, again, comfortably, I'm gonna put Plague. I think Plague, playing as, you know, you obviously, it could be rough sometimes, especially with certain add-ons. Her add-ons are has some of the strongest add-ons in my non-professional opinion. I think her add-ons are insane. I also think they're really fun, and you know what? Killers need fun add-ons and good add-ons at that. Playing as, getting nice puke shots is fantastic. Excuse me. Playing against can be tough, especially if you're having solo queue. You're in solo queue and your teammates just aren't doing what you want them to do, or like if they're cleansing in bad spots. Like, cleansing's not always the best thing to do, but if you're gonna cleanse, go to the corner of the map where a generator's done. Don't bring them whenever we're halfway done with Shack gen. Bring her right here, like she's on you, and then you come and cleanse the fountain or whatever right where we're doing a gen. Like, solo queue can be solo queue sometimes, you know what I mean? But whatever. I'm okay with putting it right there. I think Plague is a lot of fun to play as and against sometimes. I think next we're gonna go Ghostface. I think Ghostface can sometimes be fun, sometimes not be fun. Why do I think sometimes he's not fun? Because the way you get marked and can't mark survivors occasionally is so bullshit. Sorry for the cursing, but you're like hiding behind a box, pallet, whatever, a wall, and you get marked when you know for a fact you should not get marked. It is the most frustrating thing in the world. And then trying to mark, or sorry, not trying to mark, but you're getting revealed, I should say. You're getting revealed behind boxes and loops and pallets when you should not be getting revealed. And then same for revealing Ghostface as a survivor. You're looking dead at him, into his snout, dude, to his Voldemort nose, and he's not getting revealed. It's so frustrating. But the super stealthy, you know, the teabag, it's sometimes fun. That's why he's in this list. I think it's sometimes fun, my opinion. Next, do we go to fun-ish? I am tempted to. Is there anybody else I would put in sometimes fun? I think my last sometimes fun, and I'm okay with putting him here. It's Bubba. Bubba is so add-on reliant heavy. You got award-winning chili, and you got survivor, and then just chili. Sorry, I was gonna say survivor pudding. That's not it. You guys award-winning chili and chili, or you could do your beast mark add-on to bump up his speed. I just do double chili. It's preferred from Bubba main. Double chili is where it's at. But going, you know, with how the maps are, and granted they are shrinking a lot of maps, but if you get Larry's, if you get, man, you know what map I hate with Bubba? Freaking Knight's map. Why am I, whatever the freaking, why can I not think of it? Knight's map, regardless, whatever. Not fun. Not fun. It can be tough, man. And, you know, you go against survivors that have played against Bubba's, they know exactly to the T, to the second, to the millisecond of when your chainsaw is going to end if you use all your revs and things like that. His add-ons can be fun, but not really. He really only has one fun add-on, and that's just replenishing all your charges when you knock down a survivor. Sometimes fun, man, you know, like, and then going against if you're playing against a Bubba not named J-Dub, you're probably gonna get your ass camped. That simple. It's just it's too iconic for you not to get camped by a Bubba. Maybe not in the basement, but definitely an end game at the least. We're gonna go to funish. I think this is where we now bump up to the next tier. I put Singularity there, but I don't think I'm gonna put this next killer in front of them. I haven't decided yet. But Oni, we are gonna put Oni in the back. You know what? We're gonna bring down Singularity for now because I don't know exactly where I want to put him yet. Oni is a lot of fun because you have a lot of skill expression. His power is fun because you have to engage with survivors and injure just so you're able to use your dash. The dash is a lot of fun, just being able to be that speedy and that powerful at the same time. And then going against is a lot of fun, in my opinion, because you can dodge it, and the dodge. And you go right, he goes right, you go left, he swings, misses, and then he just makes a big blah on the ground. It's, I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. I think he's a fun, good killer. He is strong, yes. I think he's a very fun killer to go against, though. Next up, Pinhead. I think Pinhead would be an uber fun for me if it wasn't for the fact of I dread going against Pinhead. Cenobite's one of my favorite killers in Dead by Daylight. Never seen Hellraiser or anything. I don't know why. Anyway, he's top 5 killer for me to play. He really is. But this is overall, and overall, he's dog shit to play against. It's that simple. I don't think he's fun to play against at all. But playing as him, I think it's a lot of fun. I think he has a lot of, maybe not a lot of, but pretty good capabilities with his add-ons. I think that you can do a lot of different builds with him. Being able to catch up with your chains is a lot of fun. Being able to hit dope skill shots with your chains, also nice. And they just reworked where you can't camp the box, which I never did. Literally, I can put it on the Bible. Hand on the Bible. I never camped the box one time, and they nerfed it, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, fun-ish. I think if this was just playing as, he's up and uber fun. That simple. Next, let's go Pyramid Head. Playing as and against, a lot of fun. There's a lot of counterplay. Hitting shots through the wall, nice. Dodging shots, nice. Cage of Atonement, sure, would be tough, but guess what? They fixed that too. You can't camp them. Can't camp the Cage of Atonement. And Pyramid Head mains, solid guys. Good guys. Guys you want to sit around at the campfire at 4 a.m. in the freaking woods talking about ghost stories. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, Pyramid Head is just a fun as and against killer overall. So it's a fun killer. It's that simple. Next. Do we put... You know what? I'm down. No, I'm not putting Hillbilly there just yet because I don't know. I haven't decided. Next, we will do the twins. You might be like, oh, camp. Oh, Victor, blah. Twins, top 5. Suck it. I don't care. Playing as if I'm playing offline, there's a 35% chance I'm playing as the twins. I love the twins. I think they're a lot of fun. I love Victor. Vice versa, going as survivor against them. Dodging Victor shots, awesome. Getting camped from Victor and just in general does suck. I'll be honest. Kicking Victor. Oh my God. I get to kick a killer. Imagine if you could just go up to Bubba and kick him in the shin and then he's stunned. Or like he goes away. I don't know. But it's just, I love playing as and against the twins. I'm pro twins, okay? I'm pro twins. It's that simple. I think, you know what? Next, we're going to go Wraith here. I think Wraith is fun because it's one of my killers that I can quite literally just turn off my brain and have a good time. I think his add-on, Wraith has the best overall add-ons in the game. That's simple. He has the perfect add-ons. His power, pretty basic, obviously. Can go with any build you want to do. He could probably do it. And he has built-in stealth too. And your stealth makes you run faster. Also awesome. Playing against, he's not super oppressive. He's not a very hard killer to go against. Obviously, like, you know, you have the stealth and the speed lunge out of his stealth. But in overall, depending on the build, more than likely, he's a fun killer to go against. I love Wraith so much. Next up, he's going here. Mike Myers. Actually, this morning when I played, before recording this, I got Scratchmirrored Myers. Or Tombstone Myers, excuse me. And yeah, a lot of fun. Big fan. Mucho fan. What is there to say? Iconic. I have seen Halloween. That's one of the horror movies out of this whole game I've actually seen. A lot of fun to play as. You get your stealth. You have options with your add-ons. To play against, it's an iconic character in the genre. He's not overly powerful. Obviously, add-ons changes that a little bit. But I think overall is just a good, fun killer to play against. Now, I'll be honest. I played against like 4 or 5 Myers today, and it got a little overwhelming. But I'm not usually going against that many Myers. For whatever reason, I saw a lot today. But I think he's a lot of fun to go as and against. I have no problem putting him at the top of Funish. Yeah, I don't have a problem putting him there. And last but not least, Singularity. Like I said earlier, a lot of his is skill expression, and that's where I find a lot of fun with him. Cosmetically, he gets no love. He's gotten no love since release, not a single cosmetic. And I don't know when he got released, but I think it's actually kind of ridiculous that he hasn't. Yeah, pretty frustrating in my opinion. I wish he would. I think he is getting like a snowman costume or something for this event, but I don't know. I might just be pulling that out of my ass. He got frosty eyes. That's all that matters, right? But it's just a lot of fun. I think he's a good killer, man. I hate that people don't like him, and I get it. He became a meme early. Not good for controller players, which I haven't kind of touched on that with some of these killers. And yeah, you know, just right out and then playing against him was not fun. Playing as him, too many EMPs, and just the release was rough. They fixed him early, and unfortunately he just never caught any momentum after release. So yeah, it's a little tough. And now we go into uber fun. First up, Billy. I feel like anybody could put him here, because guess what? If I play a Billy game, I'm not going to get a single K. I'm not going to get a single kill, single sacrifice. But what I am going to get is a couple curve Billy hits and have an ass load of fun. Now, to be fair, the last 3 or 4 times that I played Billy, which isn't very often, I load in and I literally get Larry's every time. I don't know what's happening, but I'm not joking. The last 3 or 4 times in the last month and a half, whatever, I've tried to play Hillbilly, I get Larry's, which is unfortunate. But he's a lot of fun to play as. I think if you learn him as a killer, you can do some crazy things. Uncle Stan Banana is my favorite Billy player. He hits some crazy thing. Tasted, you know what I'm saying? Tasted. But playing against him, a lot of fun, dude. You never see Billies. You could probably run a Billy. The Billies you play are probably going to go for shots, low pro chains. I mean, anything's possible. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fun. That simple. I think he overall is one of the better killers in the game, because not only do you not see him very often, but there's so much skill expression with him that playing as and against, it can have a high potential of fun. Next up, Huntress. Never have an issue playing against Huntress. You can dodge easily. You can use skill expression to play as. What is there? You know, I can use Iron Maiden, which is awesome. Now, granted, her reload is buffed now. You can use Darkness Revealed. I'm not going to use Darkness Revealed on any other killer, so there's that. Ultimate Weapon's nuts on her, which thank God that perk's getting nerfed. A lot of fun to play as. Skill expression, again, it's skill expression. You're able to try to hit crazy shots. A lot of fun. I like her Hooked on You skin. One of the, if I'm just playing DBD casual, she's gonna be one of the ones I load up. It's that simple. It's a lot of fun. I never run gen slowdown on her. There's no reason to. Lethal, Barbecue, Darkness Revealed, Iron Maiden. If it's not Iron Maiden, give me Blood Warden or something. That's my go-to. And Grandma's Babushka. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? And the final 3. I wonder if you were thinking this was going to be top 3. At the third funnest. I probably shouldn't say funnest. Third most fun killer in Dead by Daylight. It's Demodog. He recently got brought back in the Stranger Things re-release, if that's what we're going to call it. A lot of fun to play as. I love playing as Demogorgon. Again, it's one of my casual killers. Hop on, not recording. I'll play, get my BP, whatever. You can hit some cool shots. Unfortunately, the worst thing about Demogorgon, in my unprofessional opinion, is that he has horrible add-ons. Everybody's going to be using Blackheart and Barb's glasses, more than likely, and it's unfortunate. Seeing more Demogorgons now is a lot of fun, because you would rarely ever see Demogorgons, because no one, the DLC got taken away, so obviously people didn't have it. A lot of fun, in my opinion. Don't agree. I don't care. You can kind of use his portals. He has map traversal. Not the greatest map traversal, but he has it. And just a lot of fun. The hits are great. Stranger Things is a cool chapter. It's one of the non-horror things in this. I don't know. Is that sci-fi? I don't know. Whatever it would be, I like it a lot. I always have fun playing as and against Demogorgon every time. Just that simple. Next, number 2 on the list. It's Blight. Now, it's a little tough, because going against Blight can be some of the worst ever, especially, you're going against a really bad, or I guess really good build and really good add-on Blight. Sure. But the love I have at the moment, next year, whenever I do this again, my list might be different. But the sheer fun I have learning Blight now and just playing as him, it is a blast, dude. I'm not trying to win games. I'm simply just having fun, trying to go for shots, learning ways to try to use them to figure out his Blight Rush, everything in between. And I just think he's a lot of fun. I think he is as bad as it can be playing against, and me not knowing really how to play against him. Playing as him is one of the more fun things. And yeah, 10 out of 10. Number 2 on the list. And number 1, as you can obviously see, is not up there. It's my boy Dredge. I think I slept on Dredge so incredibly hard off release. It was whenever I kind of came back into Dead by Daylight that Dredge was released. I think he might have been actually the latest killer that was released. And I just didn't find him very fun. Over the last few months, I've been playing a lot of Dredge, and I'm playing against a lot of Dredge, and I can comfortably say balanced killer, has map traversal, fun to play as, you have your stealth aspect, fun to play against, you have a scary aspect, but his power is not, or I guess his nightfall power is not overtly broken, but it does make it tough on you, makes the room dark, you know what I mean? But you can see this big white freaking blob from across the room, so I said room, map. And to play as, a lot of fun. I like the locker aspect. I like how you're able to use it more in your nightfall, and you can still use it outside of nightfall. It's just not as good. I love the remnant power, being able to mind game at loops and tiles. You know, to maybe go back to your remnant, maybe not. His add-ons are fun as well. Not the greatest add-ons overall anyway, but and then to play as, or sorry, to play against it, I don't know. It's kind of like I'm at a loss for words when I play against Dredge, but there's just sheer amount of fun. Like, it's weird. I'm not excited to play most killers. I'm excited to see a Billy. I'm excited to see a Demogorgon. But I'm excited to play against a Dredge every time. And every time I play as Dredge, I just have a load of fun. Another thing is, he literally looks like the Thanksgiving turkey. He looks like a turkey with a butthole for a face, dude. He has the dope-ass snowman cosmetic. And, oh, his Deep Rift skin is top tier. He looks like a tiki or whatever it is. It's just awesome. Okay, I think Dredge is the most fun killer in Dead by Daylight as of 12/23/23, December 23rd. Well, you're seeing this on Christmas, so don't look into that. Anyway, yeah, I just think Dredge is the best. I think it's that simple. I think he's the best, or not the best, sorry, the most fun killer in Dead by Daylight. I've been talking for 50 minutes straight, and my voice is gone. I haven't recorded in a month because my daughter's been here, but thought I'd do something for Christmas. But yes, there it is, complete. If you want it from 1 down to, what is it, 34, I'll break it down for you. First up, Dredge, and then we go Blight, Demogorgon, Huntress, Billy, Singularity, Myers, Wraith, Twins, I don't know why I keep pausing, Pyramid Head, Pinhead, Oni, Bubba, Ghostface, Plague, Amanda, why did I call her Amanda? Pig, Scully, Trapper, Nemesis, Clown, Spirit, Deathslinger, Zeno, Chucky, Onryo, Nurse, Laquan, Artist, Wesker, Hag, Knight, Trickster, and Doc, and then last and most least, Freddy. From uber fun all the way to literal snooze fest, gameplay boo, gross. Let me know what your list is. Do you agree with mine? Do you completely think I'm a dumbass and half of these are horrible? Let me know down below. Like I said, if you're seeing this, it's Christmas, so Merry Christmas. If you made it all the way to this at the end of the video, leave me a heart emoji with Santa. A Santa and a heart emoji. And that's how I know if you watch this thing all the way through, because I would really appreciate it if you did. Like I said, I hope you and your family have a good, happy, Merry Christmas. I get to spend this Christmas, the first ever Christmas, with my baby daughter, and me and Miss J are beyond blessed. So yeah, I hope you'll have a blessed and safe and happy Christmas. Hope you get what you want. Hope Santa brings what you want. And yeah, if you liked the video, make sure you leave a like on the video, okay? That was a lot of talking. Haven't recorded in a month, and my throat is sore. Anyway, I'm out of here, okay? Deuces.